Alright, what's up, y'all? It's the Instant Classic here again. I really don't understand why my camera has been having such bad quality lately, but whatever, who knows. It's raining here in Chicago, so I decided to come on here and make a video about Vince Russo. I know that Russo is universally hated by a lot of wrestling fans out there, and while I think that he does deserve some of the flack that he gets, I don't think that he deserves quite all of it, and I'm just in here going to explain why I think that he does not deserve all of it. So I want to start out with an ECW metaphor from actually the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD. Paul Heyman said that in the 90s, society changed. That bands like Nirvana and Metallica were becoming more popular. Movies such as like The Matrix and Silence of the Lambs were becoming more popular. The 90s was turning into a more edgy culture, and the wrestling culture was changing right along with it, which is why ECW is such a successful brand, and because it catered to the type of culture that not only the wrestling culture was into, but the just culture in general was into. And Paul was, I think, a master of giving the fans, the ECW fans, what they wanted. He gave them the product that they want to see. Now, Paul was, while not a very good businessman, he was a very good booker, and like I said, knew much of what the fans wanted. Then Vince Russo made a little thing, was not made, but he was responsible for most of the Attitude Era, for most of the writing there. Now, he had the same style of booking with a lot of swerves and screw jobs and whatnot, but he did a lot of edgy. He ran a lot of edgy angles. And, with the whole Degeneration X and whatnot, and just did a whole lot of stuff with the Attitude Era. Fast forward to 2008, and Vince Russo is doing most of the same. He's doing a lot of swerves, a lot of screw jobs, and whatnot. And I think I may be giving him more credit than he deserves here, but this is why I do not blame Vince Russo. The culture has changed into a culture that really likes that type of stuff. You look at popular shows such as like Laguna Beach, what's another? Desperate Housewives. I've never seen it, but I hear that has a lot of stuff that goes on. 24, very popular show. Like Idol. The common thing between all these shows is there's a type of mystery, and that's why I think all the reality shows are so popular, because there's a lot of twists, there's a lot of swerves that you're not expecting, and it leaves you on the edge of your seat waiting for something more. The thing is, I think that Russo is, in that aspect, doing very well at trying to reach out to the regular fan who doesn't, the person who likes the type of product that's out there with the shows I just mentioned. I think that if those type of people turned on TNA, they would be like, oh wow, hey, this is kind of cool actually, hey, there's a lot of swerves here. However, we as what you could say smart wrestling fans, we've already seen this. We had basically all of this with the Attitude Era. We had all of the swerves, all the craziness. We've seen it all. We don't want any more of it, and that's why I think Ring of Honor is so popular. Is because with the smart fans, the bulk of smart fans, Gabe knows what they want. He knows they want to see pure wrestling now. Pure wrestling is what caters to the smart fans. A lot of smart fans criticize TNA for not being the pure wrestling, what they say got them there. Let's just take a look back. I know it can't all be attributed to this, but when they were putting on a pure wrestling product, they were barely pulling, I don't know what their ratings were on Fox Sports Net, but they were so bad that they got yanked off the network. When they started doing the whole Sting angle at whatnot at the end of 2005, when they got the Spike TV deal, their ratings went to about 1.0 and never really made a significant rise or drop off since then. I do believe that I don't know how to word this. That Vince Russo is trying his best to cater to the casual fan and not the internet fan. Is that necessarily the way he should go about doing business right now? Some will say yes, some will say no. A lot of people will say no because a WWE, they already have the casual fan, and a lot of people are just not willing to give a new promotion like TNA a chance. That's understandable. I used to be the same way. Back when ECW was on, I didn't want to really give them a chance. I was just stuck with, I didn't even really like to give WWF a chance back then. I was just stuck. I liked WCW, and that was all I watched. But, so, I mean, I can understand where both sides are coming from. Vince Russo wants to start a whole, new generation of wrestling and get the common fan in. But, a lot of smart fans just want to see pure wrestling on TV. And that's where you have a lot of shades of gray there. You don't really know where should TNA be going. And I think that they're doing a lot of both right now with the whole, Joe Angle thing and with, some other storylines such as the Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt angle, But the thing is that angle is, it's just like, shows like a Laguna Beach. You can see that on Laguna Beach. It's basically the same thing as what the average teenager would want, I would know. So, this is just, I just wanted to make this video in defense of Vince Russo. I do think that he should be smart enough to realize that, the smart fans have seen this all before, and this is why he's getting the flack that he is. And that's a lot of what TNA fans are all smart fans, but I don't really blame him for taking the risk in wanting to build his product and get more fans. So that's just my thoughts. Please leave comments. This is a big topic, I know, and a very interesting one, I think. So I'd really like to hear all your guys' thoughts, and just tell me what you got to say. So thanks. I'll talk to you later.